and welcome. Welcome back to Happy Catastrophe. And I stopped by the post office today and there were some things there. So I really want to open them. And I have opened one that I know that I purchased, but there's also a surprise in here. So let's open them together. Okay. All right. Great. I'm just getting started. Right on in. It's a cold winter night. You can hear my fire going and Jack is behind me. You'll probably hear him snoring here pretty quick. I've got a wax melt. I have a wax melter and I put a new wax melt in that's called Antique Library. Like, what does an antique library smell like? Oh, it smells like, kind of like Sexy Man. It smells like Sexy Man cologne. It's really good. That is from Roselight. Roselight. I'll have to get it for you and show you. I've tried a few different wax melt companies on Etsy, and this one is by far the best. Roselight is what it is, and it's by far got the best for the best price. Super cheap. I love it. So the first thing that came in was I ordered 4 more refills of Copics of colors that I was out of. Now the way I do this is when a pen runs out, I put it in here in my pen refill station, or if I accidentally order an ink that I don't have the pen for yet, everything goes in here. And then once a week, once every couple weeks, I go on Amazon to see what the cost of refills are because they change constantly. Like these weren't available even, 2 weeks ago before I bought it. But then, and so I go through all these numbers and try to find it. And usually I get it for about $5. With no shipping because of Prime. Now, if it has shipping or if it's over $5.39, $5.50, I don't buy it. I just wait because it will go down to free shipping and $5.50. But when Amazon is out and they're going to third-party sellers, sometimes the price gets jacked. So these are still ones I'm waiting on, but they will come through eventually. They will. So I just wait. That's how I found to get the cheapest. I found that to be the cheapest way to get refills. So these are about $5.50 a piece, but they are at least 4 refills. So these pens, to buy these pens single stock is about $6. So it's good. I know I don't ever pay $6 for pens, that's for sure. No. I get them in lots. Used, because there's no reason to buy brand new Copics because you can just keep refilling them and you can replace the nibs. This is how I keep track of what colors I have. I used to have my Copics. This is an online, it was a full-size page like this. This is an online, I got this off of their website, I think, Copics website. I cut it down to fit the box that the Copics were in, that the refills were in, but then I got so many refills I had to change my system, but this size still works for me. And my system is, these are the colors I have, but if the color goes clear over here, that means I have the refill. So sometimes I just take this card and I'm like, hey, I don't have a refill of Robin's Egg Blue. So then I'll look and see if Robin's Egg Blue is a good price and I'll buy it. So if I find myself with a little bit of cash, usually it's when I'm buying these refills when I have Amazon points from my Amazon Visa. I pay for everything with my Amazon Visa, and then at the end of the month I pay the Visa off, and that way I'm getting points. And I usually get like 40 or 50 points a month, and that's $40 or $50 free stuff. So that's also how I buy things for this channel. So that was one thing I got. The other thing I got was from Mercari. So let me grab that. So I turned off the overhead light because everything was reflecting. But in my quest to find Prismas on the cheap, I am going to eBay and Mercari. And there is a lot of Prisma sets. Now, this is the set I originally got for $24 for 48. Then I saw this bundle. And basically, or maybe I saw them separate and I offered them bundled. But basically, this is a 24 set that is they're the same that's in this one, just half of them. So these are nice backups, especially that Tucson Red, which is broken in this one, and now it's down to about that big. So this is nice to have these backups. So these are in here, but I don't know if you've seen these kits. These kits were not very popular because they're all over eBay and Mercari, especially Mercari, and they're usually pretty cheap. Now they've got like a QR code. You can go online and get a lesson on how to draw this stuff. They've got, you know, a pad of paper, a pencil. They've got, you know, stuff you may never use, but they have premier colored pencils in them. And this one has 38. So I went through the colors and almost all of them I don't have. So, excuse me, these are 38 Prismas that I don't have. And then along with this kit comes, you know, a magic rub eraser, which these erasers are pretty good, so I'll use that. This feels really cheap and light. I'll see if it works. I like my Faber-Castell one. This is my favorite sharpener right here. It's nice and heavy, well made. Not even sure that's steel or anything, but we'll see. I'll try that. These are some micron type pens. There's a 0.03, I believe, and a 0.08, yes. And so these will come in handy. These really, really tiny black pens. They're great for journaling, permanent pens, waterproof. And then it comes with like, this is an aqua leaded pencil. I guess if you're an artist, it's turquoise and it's just a regular pencil. I guess if you're an artist, you draw with this, and the blue is easy to go over with other colors, so it kind of just disappears. I don't know, I'm not a real artist, so I don't know. But then it has all these pencils, and there's 38 of them in here. So what I'm finding is these kits are really affordable. So you just have to look at the information, because the information's on the back, what colors are in there, and they often show a picture of the back. And you can see if there's colors in here you need. And this is a cheap way I've found to get the pencils. Now, what did I pay for it? These 38, I'm not even counting the extra stuff. Oh, it also comes with a pad of paper. So when you go online, you can draw on this pad of paper, which is nice. It's thick cardstock. Let me see if it's easy to open. Away from the microphone. Oh, okay. It feels like water. It's mixed media. It's almost watercolor, but it's mixed media paper with a lot of tooth to it and really thick. Oh, yeah, I'll use that for a variety of things. Yeah, that's helpful. That's nice. Nice. So I'll use that. But in the meantime, all this stuff, you know, I'll try out that sharpener, see if it's any good. I definitely will use this. I love these little kinds of erasers. I definitely will use those pens. But what I'm really after are these pencils. Now, what did I pay for it? Okay. So let's forget all the other stuff and let's just say 38 plus 24 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 62 pencils. Is that right? Did I do that right? 62 pencils. I made it, this was set for $60. They knocked it down to 40 something. I offered them 32 and they took it. So it was $32 for 68 pencils, whatever I said it was. And then there was a $7.99 shipping fee. So that's kind of added on to it, and that's a bummer. So that brings it up to $40. So I paid an even $40 for 60-something pencils, which I think is pretty darn good for Prismas. And, you know, these are brand new. These aren't even sharpened. This whole set was brand new. It wasn't touched at all. Everything's wrapped up. These look, most of them look brand new. Some of them have been used. This is about the most used I've ever gotten of a set. Usually the other set I got, and well, the only things I've bought so far used was the other set of Prismas I already had, this and this. The other one I already had was brand new. This is brand new. These have been used a little tiny bit. But these are all duplicates, so of ones I already got. This is just a 24 set of that 48. So these will be backups, or take them on a trip or something, but probably just backups. But these I'm going to add to the 48 I have, and that'll give me 48 plus 38. 48 plus 38 pencils. So this is the set I already have. So I'll combine these two. So I need to get myself a pencil case, and then I'm going to combine these, and I'm going to see what I have. I know there's a lot more oranges and some dark blues. There's a really great light blue here that I didn't have. There's a really great pastel. There's some pastels in here that I don't have. Look at that. That's a beautiful color. powder blue. Ooh, I'm excited about that one. Really neat pink here that I didn't have. 1038. So you just have to look. These kits I have seen, they're usually one, but this is 3 lessons in one. So this is the landscape level 1, landscape level 2, and nature level 1. There's also higher levels of nature. There's also animal. And all of those lessons have different pencils. Now, there are duplicates, so it's a little bit of a puzzle, but I kind of like it. And when I looked at the back and saw what pencils were in these 3 sets, because this is a 3-in-1 set, they were ones I didn't have in here. So I'm very excited. Probably because it's landscape and nature, there's a lot of pastel-y type stuff, and I don't have a lot of pastels in this 48 set. So I'm really excited. I feel like I'm getting these at a price that they're worth, and it makes me feel good getting them this way. So there is an animal coloring set. Now, if you get one of these kits that's just one kit, you're going to have less pencils. So you just got to keep an eye on this number right here that says 38. And it said soft core colored pencils. It doesn't even say they're Premier. So I had to search for a seller that had one of these open and was showing the open. And then I had to zoom in, and yep, sure enough, they're the Premiers. So maybe that's why these aren't that popular, because nowhere on the box does it say it's the Prismacolor Premiers, so you just don't know. It just says soft core colored pencils. I don't know. But these ended up not being very popular, and so you can find them cheap. So if you want to supplement your pencils, look for these kits that people are selling online. And you can find them for like $15, $20 maybe. Pretty good. So I'm very excited about that purchase, and I think I'm good for my Prismacolors now, because I am really enjoying using them despite their quality issues. Okay, let's do the Happy Meal now. So that's all that I purchased. When I was picking up those artist vault, mythographic artist vaults that I'm sending overseas, I was standing in the aisle and just watching the bookseller, the book vendor, put the books on the shelf and taking the ones that I wanted. And I was in a mode that like, oh, they're all precious and I won't be able to get them again. And so I guess the thrill of after 5 Walmarts finally finding those mythographic vaults just kind of overcame me. And I purchased 4 brand new books. That's expensive. That's not how I usually purchase books. I usually find them on sale or pass, but I will be doing flip throughs of those in a video coming up really quick. But those are not surprises. Those are ones I bought, and they're fairly new because I bought them straight at a new store. So it might be kind of fun to go through them. But for this video, we're just doing what came in the mail. This came in the mail, and this is from, well, I know who it's from. Let's see if she puts a note. It sounds like, look what she put for my address. Candice, Happy Catastrophe. It sounds kind of like pencils, doesn't it? Or pens or something. Okay, let me tell you. Let's just open it. I know who sent this to me. I'm excited. This was straight up a surprise. I had no idea this was coming. She just said, hey, there's a package that's being delivered for you today. And I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, look what I got. Oh, get it out, come on. It's not a puppy, it doesn't need to breathe, but look, this is the new ones. Oh my gosh, I am so set for Super Golden Markers. This is Super Golden Markers, a new generation. These are the new ones. They have bigger nibs. That's the difference, basically. They've got bigger nibs. So the other ones are the precise smaller nibs. These have the bigger nibs so you can cover more. And they don't, they probably, in theory, I would think, and I think I've heard other artists say that, they don't gunk up as much because they have, because glitter can, you know, really gunk up a small nib because it's chunky, right? But this glitter is so fine, it's more metallic than glitter, that I haven't had any problems with my nibs gunking up. But I was wanting these because I use my markers so much that I feel like when I use the smaller nibbed ones for big areas, because sometimes I do, I feel like I'm using up all the ink. And I feel bad. Oh my gosh, look. So they're exactly the same. Except I think there's 18 and there's 12 in the other. So let me grab the other for you real quick. Okay, so this gift is from Karen. I'm just gonna say Karen because I didn't really get permission to say your name or anything, but I never do I? So the difference between these two is here are the ones, this is one of the ones that Julia from JMac Creative sent me, and I opened this one up in the last video I just posted, and it is GN110312. Now these are the smaller nib, the 0.7s, and the pens are smaller as well. But these are super awesome to get those fine lines. I mean, I use them so much. In fact, I had to open up one of Julia's new ones because I'm missing a few pens because I've used them up. I use this all the time. And this has 12 colors. Now this bigger one here, it's GN, it's a totally different number. That's the number for the small one. That's the number for the big one. So 18 is big. 12 is small, so in case you're looking at them online and you're trying and you can't tell, because sometimes it's hard to tell size. And then I guess they both say a new generation. They both say super metallic. There really isn't any difference in the boxes. Let's see what the back looks like. I mean, yeah, it doesn't say anything about it being different except that there's more colors on this one. It should say the size of the nib, 2 to 3 millimeters. So. And look at that big nib picture where this has, well, there's not much difference in those two pictures. So 0.7 millimeter 12 markers are these, the fine detail ones. 2 to 3 millimeter 18 markers are the chunky ones. So here are the chunky ones. Now the new colors are this purple, this pink is new. Is this silver? We have a silver. There's two silvers in here. There's a really bright silver and a darker silver. One of these is new. We have an extra couple of blues because there's only like, well, I can look at them. Yeah, there's only one real blue. So this one, but this is new and this is new blue. Wait, is that the same as that green? Nope. Yeah, so this green we already have, and this green we already have. So let's put the new ones over here. This orange, I think, is new. Nope. The silver, new, not new, not new. Yeah. This one is new. No, it's not. You guys enjoying watching me get confused? There's a couple new golds too. This is a new gold. That's a new purple. Wait, one of these is, this is new. So it's something like this. And I believe one of these is, because we only have one orange in here, right? We have an orange and we have, yeah, those are old. Okay, 3, 6. So I think, do we have that purple after all? Yes, we have that purple. And what is that blue? Nope. And what is this? Is it this blue? Nope, okay. Now this gold is the fancy gold. What's that gold I love so much? Looks like this one. Okay, so here, I know those 3. We will figure this out. Nope. Nope. Okay, that one's new. What about that silver? That's the bright silver. Yeah. But do we have a darker silver? Well, I thought there were 6 new ones. I'm seeing 6. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm seeing 7. So there are new ones. The pink ones I'm really excited about because we don't have any pink ones. So if we look at the back of the book, that's what we'll do. Let's look at the back. I don't want to do all the opening. There's people out there who have opened all these. I might have to turn on the light to see this though. Sorry about the glare here. I'll try to keep it off of you. The new ones are, yeah, both of the pinks. There's a silver purple that's new. That must be this one, maybe, or yeah. So these 2 are new. Lake green. Now, I don't think they have the names on them. There's a lot of words on these, but they don't have the names on them, which is a shame. So you just have to kind of guess. But I'm pretty sure this is sky blue and this is lake green. So these 4 are new for sure. Champagne gold is new. So yeah, one of these golds is new. And it might be this one or it might be this one. I think it's this one. And then ash silver is new. And that must be this darker silver. And then after that, it looks like they're all the same. If I'm looking at this right. Green, gold, green, gold, gold. Yeah. So these 4 are the new ones. I guess there isn't a new darker blue. And these are the ones, you can't see that. These are the ones that come in the 12. And they're gorgeous. Love them. These are the new ones. So it looks like we've got some lighter type, pastel-y type ones that are the new ones. Now these, they don't have this big set in the small nib. The small nib will just have this set here, which is plenty. Like, I use them constantly. I don't think I'm missing anything by not having these colors. However, having extra colors is always nice, especially pastels. And I can see me using these big nib pastels for things in, you know, bigger things like that Camilla de Erico bathtub page I did. I could see myself, I put it away for my completed pages at the end of the month, but I could have seen myself using these purples on that. But I tell you, this here is a gorgeous color. This gold is my favorite gold. This is great too. Both of these are gone in my old set, as is this. And this one's almost gone, and this one's almost gone. The one I don't use as much that I thought I would is the purple, but I'm not sure why. They're all beautiful. These, I know you've seen them being used in people's pages. They are so shiny metallic. And I think they're priced well for what they are. They're not cheap, but they're not expensive. They're kind of mid-range, and I think they're worth it. I think you will use them like crazy. I think if you can only afford one of these sets, you'll probably use the smaller one more, I would think, for accents. But I don't know. I have a lot of pages where I've colored big pages on this. In fact, one of the reasons I'm having a hard time finishing, let me show you. Oh, here's the Camilla de Erico page. Guess I didn't put it away. Oh, because I'm doing the other page next to it. See, I would have loved to have used some of those metallics. Maybe even given her a pink metallic bathtub. Ooh, that may have to happen now that I have a pink metallic. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that because her bathtub is a little, although it might make it too much because it's already a super busy page. Not sure. The page that I'm thinking about is a long-term whip I have that will be finished by the end of this year. And it's really far away. Hold on. I'm stretching. Okay. It's in Fantastic Worlds. I have the Dragon Lady, and it's almost the end of the Year of the Dragon. So I have almost finished one side. Now, do you see all that green? That's one of the reasons my pens run out, because this is some of the greens in here, in this, and the gold, and that's a lot of green for a little pen, and I was using it up, so I kind of stopped because I was using so much of my ink, but I want to finish it over on this side. So now that I've got these bigger markers, I was just talking to my buddies on this today online and saying how I want to finish this double page spread by the end of the year to get it done for the year of the dragon. Now it's got some other things in there. I mean, it's got, there's paint. There's a lot of paint on it and acrylic, but then it's got all this nice blingy stuff. And that is these markers. Look how shiny it is. So it's not really glitter. It's more metallic, which I prefer over glitter. And I find it really hard to find truly metallic pens. They say they're metallic, but they actually end up glittery. So it's really hard to find true metallic pens, but these are true metallic. So, and I use them all the time. So now I'm excited because Karen, I'm going to finish this side and I will actually finish this double page spread, and it's going to be magnificent because I really like how she's turning out. So yeah, that's in this fantastic book, Alessandra Fusi's amazing, fantastic worlds. And I'm one of those that can't do another page in a book if I have a whip in it. I know that's silly. So I haven't been able to do any of these other really wonderful pages that I want to do because I really want to do this one because that silly whip is there. So now I'm going to get to it. This has inspired me because this is that green right here. And that has inspired me. I'm going to get to it. And this is the green, and here's the gold, and I can finish that page. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much, my dear friend Karen. This is so cool. I had no idea. That's the bottom. I had no idea. When she said they were coming, I was like, she didn't tell me what it was. She just said something was coming, and that she didn't know my full name, so she named it Candice Happy Catastrophe, which I think is hysterical. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. And thank you always for your gifts. Your gifts, I tell you, I'm coloring more and more than I ever have. And I'm just inspired. I get really energized and inspired by your gifts, your buddying, your, I don't know. It's fun when you get new books. For example, in the last haul I showed you, I got those Cthulhu books. I looked those up. I spent $5.60 on these on both together. And I could not stop looking at them so I just dove into them, even though I have buku buddies to finish. Not this one, which I really want to, but it was late. It was like midnight. And I thought, why don't I open this activity book? I had so much fun. Let me show you what I did. This is how excited I get over new things. I'm trying to do this Hanji puzzle. It's really freaking hard. Once I went online to learn how to do it, I remembered I've done this before, but never one this hard. Usually one of these will fill up the whole thing, and that's the one you start with, or one of them will be 0, and I don't have any of that. So I started with the green, and that was incorrect. So I went to a lighter green. That one's incorrect. So now I'm at the pink, and the pink ones are right. But I got frustrated, and so I'm like, well, I'll just go next door and start coloring. So I took that same pink pen and started coloring. That's what this book is going to be. This book is so much fun. I'll do a puzzle. I'm like, I'm going back to coloring. And there's a page right here. And this, I happen to have, there for a while I was getting subscriptions from a couple of different card making art supply stores because I made a lot of cards. And these are Hero Arts watercolor pencils. I didn't know I even had them. And I'm like, oh. And so I tried them out on this stupid paper, and that's kind of what they looked like. And I'm like, well, all right, whatever. They're not very pigmented. But they were sitting right here because I'm trying to figure out where to put them. And I was like, I was so frustrated with this Hanji that I just grabbed them. And first I started coloring with them, and then I remembered they were watercolor. And then I started having fun. And sure, they're not an Albrecht Dürer or a Derwent, but they worked just fine, and it went really fast, and it was fun. And this book is an activity book. It's not necessarily a fancy coloring book. Like, I probably wouldn't screw around with these pages, but I'll definitely screw around with these pages. So I was having a blast, and in fact, I didn't want to go to bed. It was hard for me to stop. But and then I meant to turn this page, but I turned 2 pages, 3 pages, and I did this word search, and that was so much fun. It took me a bit. And then I did a dot to dot. I think it's like tentacles coming up out of the ground. I tell you, this book is fun. It's just puzzles and pictures and really, really fun stuff. So it reminds me of, when I was a kid and we'd go on trips, I'd get an activity book. My folks would get me an activity book to keep me busy, and that's kind of what this was. So when I got home tonight, I'm like, ooh, I want to go back and work on my activity book. I am so glad I got these, and I purchased the full works of H.P. Lovecraft using one of my credits on Audible, because I canceled my Audible subscription, but I had some credits I need to use. So I purchased that, and I'm listening to some of the stories. And he's quite the writer. Wow, I'm really enjoying them. One more update, and that is, remember when I told you that my Prismacolor smelled? And so someone suggested in my in comments that maybe I'd gotten dupes because they smelled. These smell the same. So yeah, it's just a smell I don't care for. It doesn't smell like wood to me. It smells like paint. So when I open up the Derwent, when I open up the Polychromos, I smell wood, and these I smell paint. So that's good. That's actually good, because I was concerned when I got these, because they do smell, that they're dupes, but they seem to all smell the same to me. So it must just be my nose doesn't care for the smell of Prismacolors. Who knew? So that was a mystery solved, and I'm glad I didn't get chistered. And that's all my updates for now. So thank you, both Julia and Karen. These markers, I'm so freaking excited. So you know what I'm going to be doing, because Guangya does such a good, these are the same folks that do Light Wish. They do such a good job of packaging. Every single one of these is wrapped up to help prevent leaking. Is I'm going to be unwrapping them all, and those, the littler ones, priming them, pumping them, shaking them, and that will take a while, because I want these ready to go, because I'm gonna be using them. Yay, so much metallic goodness. I love it so much. All right, keep on coloring, folks, and we're heading towards the last end of the month. Believe it or not, I still have quite a few buddies to do, but I'm getting them done. And one is Silent Fright, that wonderful, wonderful Christmas book that I got that I absolutely love, which is right. It was one of those that I was standing there at Walmart and grabbed it. Oh, it's around here somewhere. I have so many books. I have started a group for that. So if you want to color a page, we've picked a page, that Wendigo looking one with the lights, strings of lights hanging off of him, standing outside of the village. Just Instagram message me and I'll add you to the chat. There's also a chat for Francois Gautier's Dimensions, those 2 books that I have ongoing. And also Carolina Kubikowska's Circle of Life. We have a page selected too. So I might have to do a video just showing you the different groups we got going for December. That might be a good idea, so that you can join if you want to. Alrighty then, you guys take it easy, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.